Hi everyone, good evening. So I want to show you. Last week I showed you a trend X, and the next session was about candlestick. So today I'll show you how to find out patterns. So and 200 moving average in 5 minutes for scalping also. If you want, you can try a scalping. So we'll discuss that. But ultimately, our goal is to make profit. Correct? Let it be a scalping or intraday trades. So when we see a wide trend X, even that day we can do a scalping. I'll show you how we can do those scalpings. Before that, I'll show you how I took my trade today. So first I'll show you a weekly is wide. You can see
Are you
this.
sharing your screen, Pramod, or is it me that can't see it, or is it everyone can everyone else see it? Can they?
No, it's not shared.
Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry, sir.
Thanks, Bhagesh. I thought it was me being a bit
I sh
crazy.
I shared, but I don't know what I mean. Okay, no problem, sir. Now can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah, it's visible
Yes,
now.
thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So you can look here. Weekly is very wide here. But so when I see these wide, I'll prefer scalpings. But yesterday it was news, right? CPI, we got this move. So this. So this we got one big move, and again today it came down. So today, how I took the trade, I'll show you. So you can see this weekly is wide, trend X, and daily also wide. So like what I did, I was waiting to make one confirmation. So when you use a price actions here, you can look here, we got a breakout here, all this. So now I need at least a breakout above recently high. We have to wait for a recently high. Before that, it will give you one indication, a pattern, something it will give you before going up. So what I did here, today we had a news, PPI. So at that point, we got a red candle here. So when I saw in weekly, so now I'll just go and show you in weekly. So this was previous week high. You can see this rejection. So this is what I'll say a zone. So many times I told you, when we see a breakouts, wait for a retest. So this is how it works. When you properly you start seeing all those rejections. Now this is a reverse head and shoulder. This I took the trade. So you can see we got a confirmation candles. I took the trade. I kept my stop loss below this. Now this is so within maybe 4 candles, it gave me almost more than 100 pips. So this is 82 pips. Before that, I took my long position from this place. This for scalping. I took my trade here. The 2 candles I uh, booked very good profit here. You know why? So when candles went from this place, so I marked one zone. I was awaiting for to make one bullish candle. I got rejection and I got one hammer. I thought let's take a small trade here. I took trade. I kept my stop loss. So immediately I got some profit and I booked because I know like we have a news. Before a news, market will be a sideways. So whatever I'm getting, I'll just close. So and I was waiting. So this you can see this place. I'll just make it small because like you should understand. So why I took trades here. So later I'll show you with trend X. Yeah, this place. So here what happened? I closed the trade when I saw this. So whatever I was getting, I closed, and I saw we got a breakout. So immediately we got one more bullish candle closed inside the range. Again, I took the trade here. So what I did, I'll just remove this. So what I did, again, I took the trade. I took all the zone. Again, I kept my stop loss here. So my target was actually this. So I was awaiting to go this. But when I still it was like 5 to 7 minutes for a news, I closed it. I was in profit because I took, when I got a breakout, immediately I took the trade. I kept my stop loss below this zone and I was waiting for this zone, because this, we can say this is a liquidity sweep, or it was a fake breakout. So we got a news, immediately it dropped. So again, what I did, I was waiting to a reverse or something different to see a bullish pattern. 1 second. So I was waiting for a bullish pattern. So you can see this, we got one rejection at this place. This is a very important. See, when we see these kind of trades, right? See, these before coming down, we'll get one zone. So you can, usually you can see in any chart. So like this, recent low, this, the previous low. If it come back the same place where market has fall, just mark this zone, because there is high chances it will create a reverse head and shoulder pattern, especially when we are looking at long positions, when candles are above the weekly. You will start seeing all those. Immediately go in near trend X. You can see this was the trend X. If I use all this with indicators, so yes, obviously we'll wait for to come out here. We cannot take a long positions here because this is wide. Now what here I'm showing, it's clear, like you can see this place. So plain chart, every trade should be like a scalping, remember, because when we see wide, and the second the biggest confirmation it was for me, uh, weekly resistance, this. Once if candle close below this, then maybe it was coming till here, but this was the zone, the perfect zone. So this is a retest area. So now I'll just remove indicators and you can see this is a retest area. This usually we have to do this, all this. So when we make a chart this way, so you'll understand. So what's going in market. So now the last week I showed you this zone, right? Until if market will not close below this one any candle, so I'm not going to take any short positions. So we was seeing all this in live. You can see the first day itself we'll come to know this is the zone. How? When we see a big right, so you mark this zone. So you can see, so many people took a long positions here. The news will come, take all liquidities and went back. So again, it came the same zone. The 5 minutes, okay, the 5 minutes, you can see this is how we'll get the trades. If I start looking all patterns, so we don't need any other thing here. When we see, especially on wide trend X, daily trend X wide, because see, the obviously the market is a bullish. So 1 hour you can see this is bullish. So every dip is buying opportunity. Only we need candle confirmation. You can see this. We got a bullish candle here. This bullish candle, this bullish candle, and you can see the results. It look so clean and neat if you start looking in 1 hour. So whenever we see a zones, what, like how I mark the zones. So when you start seeing all this rejection, take one a box and start doing this. See, I'll tell you, this like after 5 times we should not mark the zone. The first itself will come to know it should break recent high. So when we see this, when it will break this level, so we have to mark the zone. So if next time if it's coming there, I am going to take a long positions. Simple. If candle is coming, so before this here, the same place, so market started coming down. So here I'll mark it, this place here. So we'll mark this zone when we'll get this move. When we'll get this move. Or if next time candles are coming here, I'm going for us short positions. Correct. Now I'll just show you the weekly trend X here. You will be surprised after seeing that. See this zone, what is showing to take a short positions. Correct. So below zone is showing us to look along positions. Now what should we do? Weekly trend X. So weekly trend X showing us a look along positions. Finally, trend X won the ride. For that reason, I was looking along positions all the way from here. So whenever candles coming here, I'll go for a long. Whenever I'm coming this, once we got a breakout, you can see the results. So now what I am showing you guys in 1 hour, every day you have to do in 5 minutes. You need a zone, that's it. You need to identify where are those zones, any token. So which is, let me see here. So like this, see, again here. So the first day itself, we got one bullish. Second day, I mean first day, yeah. This is a sideways. So here, trust me, I don't know what to do here. Until we don't get any proper direction or pattern, we have to do scalping, only long side. Now, how we should identify the long scalping? So we should see where we are getting rejections. Now here, this place. So we got some 2-3 times only this place. Here, I'm just showing you example. So here, so now the scalping will be like this. So once candle close below, so after retest, we are going to take a short positions. Now, because we got a breakout, the next candle always it will trap. You usually see it will be a trap because sometimes what it will again it will close next candle inside this zone. So start looking again long position from this place. So finally, when we see a breakout, see this is the retest what I usually tell. Only scalpings. If you see a red, just close it. If you see a blue PNL, book it. Just we need a take a quick. We should not hold. We should not hold in a loss. Whatever we are getting, we have to take and go out. So daily Trendex will help you to all this. If candles are going up till where it can go, it's coming down. You can see these are resistance support. So now it's very easy. The first why I'm showing you the breakout. See the when we see a plain chart, we can identify the patterns. So for that patterns, we can go for we can decide to take any trades here. So why I show my chart? This is all my real trades. So when I am showing here, so you see this is when I tell that yes, I took a long position from this candle and all. So at least you will find your trades in your chart. Because from morning I'm seeing this chart, like from yesterday I'm seeing this chart. So if I open any chart, I should understand first what was happening before. Here every single time I'll mark the chart, I'll mark the zone, like I'll be looking, okay, I'll do this now, next is here also. By seeing yourself, you'll understand here. Correct. So you see, it's very easy when we see in 1 hour candlestick pattern. So when we see this drop, we have to mark the zone. So whenever it will come there, we are looking a short until we won't get any breakout up above this zone. Then we'll look long positions when we'll get rejection again. So you should identify. So we can see one low, lower highs, higher low. So we can see this pattern. So until we don't see any candle close below the recent lows, so we are not going the swing trades. So what, when it comes to a zone, just we'll book all profit or hold some. But this is ultimately sideways in 1 hour because we have a wide weekly trend X. So this is how zone works. You can see. So it's very clear. And uh, I marked this like from last 2 months. I'm showing everyone here. So I took long positions here, here. I used to tell here every time. So this is very clear. You can look the chart when we start doing all our drawings here. If I hide everything, you won't understand. See, it's so difficult to understand. When you start marking the zones, you'll understand very clearly. Now add a trend X. So we'll understand, yes, this is what is happening in market. The daily trend X will help us to take the trades. So now here I was telling here to look at short positions whenever it come down. We are looking a short here. So because we got one dip here, and you just go and see in a trend X. See, this was a weekly trend X inside the candles are inside the index, and exactly it came near support. So next day it went up and made one zone. This was the support, and this was weekly trend X. We are above the weekly trend X. So the last week we was looking at short positions. The current week we was looking at long positions. So even indicators also showing us same. So now it's very easy after coming this trend X. It's marking this. It shows exactly zones. So I'll remove all support and resistance. Okay. It's very simple. See, weekly trend X, when we see wide, avoid. We'll avoid all this. At least we don't take stop losses. So until we don't get a clear direction, we are not going to take the trades. So breakout, retest, that is very important. I'll show you so many. See, so usually I all mark that zones. I'll understand so much thing when I start doing this. This was a breakout. I'm just showing you. This is the breakout, like, okay. So it was retest. Now you just see in trend X also. So this was a weekly trend X. We got a breakout above the trend X, and we got a retest. We got bullish candlesticks. Finally, this. But here only we can get help from daily trend X. We'll trade there. We'll see where are the support, where are the resistance, what was the conditions before taking all the trades. This is how I look the trades. When we see the wide trend X, I'll just look only scalp trades. I don't believe this big fall and all this. When I see, yes, if it's coming down, fine, no worries. But I usually I don't fight with wide trend X, because I know, like, I don't want to give stop loss unnecessary. So because if so, everyone I teach avoid in wide trend X, but when I tell others, I cannot make those mistakes. But yes, when I saw this in wide trend X, this fall, it was all time high. This was the all time high. So finally it came down, but again the next week it was a wide trend X, and again it was struggling to give us the profit. To start making zones in 5 minutes, also search the patterns. If we are looking at long positions, we need confirmations after this big green candle. So after big, we cannot take this trade here itself. It has to come down to the zone. This was the zone. Like usually I used to tell every time this pattern. So when I told the Gordon sir told us, right, I think you took the trade from the V pattern. This was the V pattern. So how it creates it, assume this is a support, market will be struggling here, we'll get one dip, again it will come back, again it will start taking it will go up. So this what you are seeing, this zone, we can say this is a reverse head and shoulder pattern. This is how it looks. So at least we can do scalping trades. Recently high, the recent high, this was my target. So quick, see, now it's all depend upon me how much I can take profit in this area, because this is patterns confirmation everything. So I definitely I'll jump into the trade when I see all this. I took the trade and I achieved, and I took the trade here also. Only 2 trade I took, but this was my first trade. I took some good profit in one candle. There's small scalping. The stop loss also was small. The second trade I took here. The third trade finally I took from here. But you can see we got this move, but I didn't take any short positions. Finally, I took only long positions and I made profit. Can do everything. You can use a trend lines here. You can break out, but before all that, we'll get one pattern. So from the daily resistance, we got the 1 hour daily resistance. It was here, but this is a bullish engulf, and I seriously I don't take immediately any long position after seeing this, because see, from morning market like almost came 300 pips. Maybe it will take this resistance and it can come down. Yes, there are more chances. Then only I can trust. Yes, it has to go inside this zone. Then I need one confirmation here. Here I'll take the long positions. This is how my plan was, and I was waiting for this trade. This is how I took this trade, and the last week I showed usually what all I did here. See this. So what I'm showing you here, you start doing in your chart. It will give you very good knowledge. So this trade I'll show you. I want to show you something. This here. So usually, guys, like I told you every time I used to tell. So when candles will go, when candles are above weekly, we should look along positions from daily S1 or previous day low. So this was the previous day low. See, it went from here itself exactly. But yes, maybe we don't take this trade, but this was for me almost 4 a.m. Yeah, this was like 4 o'clock for me. But the zone I usually tells, right? So when we are above the weekly, look long positions from S1 and previous day low. This is and yeah, can you tell which candle is this? Now don't tell doji. Apart the doji, you can tell which candle is this. Golden
It's a
circle.
dragonfly doji.
Correct, sir. This is dragonfly, and this is exactly near.
Yeah, I got one right.
Yeah, sir, you can see this. So so always I used to tell from support daily S1 when we are above the weekly. This our first trade. The first trade will be from this place. If it's not going from, it's coming down, then the second chance is from S1, and this was the S1 and previous day low, because that is how market will travel, zigzag. So even in my chart, I'll show you. This week I got 2 trades from S1. Sorry, 3 trades. I'll show you. You can see candles are above the weekly. Okay, this was the first trade. I missed this trade, and you can see this this, and you can see you can see this move 1. This was the 2, and this finally 3. But like you could see the 4. This was a last trade which gave us a very good move. So I used to tell when we take the trade near S1, hold some 20% because of this. So you can see still it's continue. We don't know if it's candle closing above. Next day it will tap the trend X, it will go up. So it will tap the trend X, it will go up. It will tap the trend X. You can see this place. It will tap the trend X, it will go up. So this is how our trade will become a swing trade. So we got a confirmation. I'll show. I got a confirmation here, everywhere. Here, even here also, the dragonfly doji. But I missed this trade. I didn't take this trade. If not, I was making a good profit from this candle. See, always from support. So accuracy you can see. So only stop loss matters for me. No problem. I'll take, because I was waiting since 4 5 hours to come here. Then for confirmation, then I want to take the trades. But when I have all these patience, then definitely I'll take this trade when situation was correct. My I'll if I get my trade set up, then I'll try there. And again, once I'll tell you, see, once we get the trade from here, the next day more chances are there. It'll tap trend X, it'll go. So it'll start doing that patterns. We need a one breakout. So when we see this, so next it'll tap, it'll go, it'll tap. This is how it works when we see good trade setup. So even you can see the candles was below trend X, daily trend X. There is a no zone here, but still you can see the move. Only here the patterns. When I understand, so when you understand the patterns, you'll definitely you'll take. See, when I show you the trend X, you can see we are inside the trend X now. We was inside the trend X when I took the trade. So when it's come to without any indicator, then my trade I'll be seeing chart in this way here. So when I take these trades here, I don't keep my stop loss somewhere here. My stop loss will be exactly below this low, because this is the zone. So usually here, sometimes what will happen, we'll see a big red candle. Immediately that candle will become a hammer or dragonfly. So immediately I'll jump. Even if I see candlestick pattern here, because this was the zone and this is inside the trend X. So finally, I saw some pattern here. Okay, I was thinking, yes, I'll get a good long setup here. We'll look along positions here, and I took, because the only reason the candle was above the weekly trend X. And I want to show you a 5 minutes with 200 moving average scalpings. See, I'll just open any trade, any token here. Okay. So see, when we see a 200 moving average, I'll remove all support and resistance. Okay. Okay, you can see how 200 moving average follow the candles. So when I usually the next day planning, I am talking about the next day planning for. So when I see the candles will be up, so when I get up, I'll look where are the candles yesterday night closed. Like I'll start from here. So I'll see where the candles closing tonight. So I'll see somewhere it will traveling here. The next day it will be confirmation. Two things. One, the trend X will be below because candles coming back here. The trend X will be here I mean above the below the candles, and 200 will be here. So I'll start looking a long positions for a scalping. So the next day you can see again I look this scalp long positions because candle was closed above the 200. So now here it started ranging because this was a wide. So now you can see here we got a zone. When we come to know, when we see the recent direction, see here we got a zone, this place. When it go up, so mark this zone now. You know why? I'll tell you. See when started it was going, immediately we saw drop, this drop. So this all you can you should mark here. So I'm giving you example. So when it came back to this zone, a look a long position for a scalping until it will not, any candle should close below this zone now to continue for a short direction, to take a short positions here. So you can see you start doing this. Now you can look here, you will get a bullish candle here, take the trade. So whatever you're getting profit, just take, because this is pure scalping. So now you add trend X. So we are inside the trend X, exactly nearby a center pivot point. So you'll understand, see, we got one rejection. Okay, if you're not taking here, at least see which candle is, because already we got one a low and high. So at least we can see when candles will come here, see which candle is this, because I told you without confirmation, candle will not, market will not go up. So we got a candlestick, take immediately a long positions, small stop loss below this zone for a scalping. So book when you see when it's come nearby or wherever, whatever you're getting, but you don't enter somewhere in middle here. Again it will come down. Again you see any bullish candle, again take the trade. Finally it break above this recent high. But can you see this zone? Yes, we are not looking any long positions now. This place. So you can see, so like it came so fast below this zone and closed below this zone. Now here there is no confirmation to take a trade. There is no bullish confirmation here, but candle closed below this. Now you wait for a retest. Now this is a retest. This is how it works when you start doing chart. So now you had trend X. See. Now you just use a 200 moving average. See. First, before seeing the 200 moving average trend X for a scalping, first you have to do a chart preparation. You make a chart. You can see so clearly what I told you. We need a breakout and retest. Then we are going for a short positions until look long positions. Whenever it come here, go for a long. You know why? Previous candles, just see the market sentiment. This is the sentiment. So why should you look a short positions here? We are looking a long positions from here. Once if it break this level, don't jump into the short position until it will not give, when it will not come into the our zone. Now you have a 200 moving average to understand. So use 200 moving average. It has to stay for some hours, some maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour. It has to stay below the 200. It stay, then it will continue for a short positions. Now again, I'll show you again. See, now again candles came near a 200 moving average here. And before that, we got a reverse head and shoulder pattern. This is reverse head and shoulder pattern. This is how it looks. I told you, right? Before a drop, we'll get one zone. This is that zone. Always remember, see, before a drop in 5 minutes, we'll get one zone. This is the zone. Correct? Okay, this is the zone. Now, once candles come inside this zone, now you mark this zone. So you can see it's coming near the that zone. So now it's up to you how you see the market. Now you know we are below the 200 moving, everything fine. Now I'll just remove the 200, you will understand. So now you see, not only you, even I don't know whether I should look long or short positions, because I was a beginner. Now I understood I should look a long position until we are above this zone. I'm sure that I should look a long position, but candles went upside and it came down. So went up. So now I'll mark this zone. And exactly that this was a zone. So see, when we'll come to know this is zone is very important. When it come down, so you'll know candles are rejection here, but you got a confirmation. Okay, it was taking a resistance from this place. Now use the 200 moving average. You can see very clearly we got see same the zone, same that place. It was a reverse head and shoulder, and we got a breakout, no retest, nothing, and straight it went up. I told you it will come for a retest whenever we see a breakout, correct? So now same, you have this zone, you just take this zone. See, it will try to come that place. Now use trend X. This. So now maybe this is a resistance, or maybe R1, sorry, S1, it will be support previous day. Yes. Again, this is S1, daily S1. And you can see exactly near previous day high. And this is a daily S1. So you can see 200 moving average. When candles will above, it will go and it will stay for some days. Sometimes it will be a bullish. Current day, I'm talking about current day. And remember always, every day 200 moving average in daily time, daily trend X, it will travel every single day 90%. Just I'll show you the full screen. See, always it will follow the candles. It will not be far from candles. Always it will travel with the candles. With always every day it will touch a trend X. So now this is how it looks. 200 EMA. So now what people do a mistake, candles are crossing 200, I can go, can I take a short long positions, candles crossing the 200, can I take a short positions? No, we should not at all trade like that. We should mark the zones, because when candles will close above the 200, it will come back near zone. So what we are doing here, the zones, right? Those zones, this. You can see candles actually came below the 200. Whether it go down? No. No, because see, the first is always remember the what we mark the zones. So when market will start ranging in direction, take one rectangle box and use those until you don't see any rejection. Follow the trend. If candles are taking a support here, go for a long positions. Once it breaks, go for a short positions. This is how you should do scalpings. The scalp, trust me, the scalping, who they do a scalpings, right? They don't take a small trade, they'll go for a big trades. The small candle, they make a huge profit, because they know this is scalping trades, and I don't want to take a small trade because of the 1 minute candle, 5 minutes candle. When it's come to a scalping, they'll make a good profit with small. So if they see any opposite direction, if candle is going against the trend, they'll just close it. They are ready to take a loss, but they never hold in loss. And neckline, this is I want to clear many people have that doubt. Neckline, see, then so whenever I used to tell necklines, you can find here, see this place, these are necklines. See this again. So we should not take a very close. This is not neckline. It should be see, if I tell this is, we got a breakout, now this is the breakout. We should not at all take this as a this. We got a breakout. No, this is our neckline. This is our neckline. We got a breakout here. So now it will retest. So you this mark this zone. This is how it works. You just go and see. Whenever it give breakout, the neckline, it'll retest, because the market makers knows that people will look a long positions, because they what the new trader, I mean the new trader, when he see these move, he thinks so market will go long from here, or you know how they'll trap. See, I'll talk about a forex. So forex, what happens? You can add layers, correct? So if I have some $2,000, I'll take one lot from here. When it's go negative, again I'll add. When it go negative, so again I'll add. So I'll wait, again it's coming. So I'll keep adding that. So when we see this move, immediately we'll get our account zero. Account will wash within a small trade, because people will add layers here. We can take multiple trades in forex. So they know, okay, so usually market makers know, like, the new traders, the newcomers, they are going taking the long positions. When they see some 3-4 green candles, they'll start adding the layers. So when it came, like when it come, it will drop, their account will wash, like it will completely zero. So me, like I'll take only one trade with small stop loss. But the trade, trust me, those trades. So when I take, I will be ready to take a small stop loss when wait. But before taking those trade, I'll be very confidently. Then only I'll take those trades. When we see this drop, you can see exactly that the zone. You can see these zones. You start marking these zones. Trust me, you will be so professional. You will understand the things, the what's happening in market. So without marking the zone, we'll not at all understand. Because when it's come to scalping, uh, seeing a two candles, I cannot go for a short or long positions. When scalping also, we have a lot of restrictions there. Before taking any trade, we need more conditions. Just see, you know, right? See, you should know. Oh yes, we got a drop from here. Just to have, we have to add one zone. That's it. That's it. One zone. This. Yes, we got a drop here. Okay, if it's coming here, then we'll go for a shot again. Maybe tomorrow. Just use this zone, and we'll get candlestick confirmation. Everything we'll get until it will not close above that. We are not looking any long positions, because we got a drop here. So with all this, use Trendex. Simple. For everything, final, use Trendex. It will help you a lot. So when see, this is again white. So the scalpings, obviously it will help. Now again, this is maybe S1 or previous day low. Let me check 1 second. Okay, we have here. Okay, so now, so you can see now we got a breakout here inside. So now if you start all we doing this mark, we got a breakout again. We got a bullish candle here. See, and this is narrow. I told you, when we see narrow, we should behind the market on only, especially when we see narrow. We know if it's coming here, then definitely I'll go for a long. If it's not coming, I'll look along positions above this level, above a daily trend X. I'll start looking along positions whenever I'll get a narrow trend X, because the day I was waiting for this trade, usually where I trade, only I'll get two narrow in a weekly, maybe 10 days. Always it will be a white trend X, because the gold, it will give you a more volatility in New York session. Let it be wide, it doesn't care. It will give the move, but it's very difficult to catch the trade in New York session. It will be more volatile for me, but you have opportunities. You have multiple different tokens. Start marking the charts, and it should be a clean before taking any trades. Trust me, it should be, chart should be very clean. It should be not more noisy. So you'll understand. So you will understand the things what to do there. See, again here you can see we'll get a zone. If you start marking the zone, the current day zone, you will get it. So go for a long position until you see any candlestick pattern here. Again, it will be scalping when we see a wide trend X. When we see narrows, then ultimately we are following the trend. Yes, we are above the weekly, then we are looking along positions from this S1 and previous day low. No, we are not taking somewhere here, because especially on when we see narrow, because that day we should expect good move. If it's maybe it will take 4-5 hours, but finally it will give us, especially a daily narrow. So start making the charts, all zone, everything. Before marking the zone, keep your chart very clean. First, go in one, same thing. It will work in 1 hour also. Anything, you just go. No, I don't want this. This. So this okay. This is totally bearish. So now, wow, you can see. No, now see. First, the day one it will show us like Monday. It is wide, a wide. Correct. So you can see, and we now use this with a 200 moving average. Now you can see here we got a breakout and candles was above a daily, sorry, weekly, above weekly trend X. Now you can see the last week the candles was inside in weekly here. It was struggling here and we got a breakout. Absolutely, we are looking along positions when we are above the weekly, but candles are coming back near weekly trend X. Yes, it's coming. So we got a breakout here finally. So now immediately don't take any short positions. And as I said, it has to stay, and you can see the same day maybe. So once candle will cross the 200, any time frame, it will not reverse so soon. So it will take time. It will take time to reverse the trend, because this is 1 hour, even 5 minutes also. So many times you will see it will cross the 200, it will come back again, it will go down. So again, it will come up. This is how it works. So the trend X will help you. So add a daily trend X, will find the next day you will get the trades. So now the coming week, if candles this week, if candles closing somewhere here, the 200 moving average will here and daily trend X will be here. At that point, we are going for a long positions, because at that time we'll get some highs, market, any bullish flag, something we can see at this place. So this is a plan for a next week. So if again it's candles coming down and closing somewhere here, the new weekly trend X will be here, the 200 moving average will be like this. Again, we are going for a long position, short positions from this place. So once if you see any candle closing about 200, we should not jump into the trade. Let it be 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever. It has to stay and it has to give us bullish confirmation. Then we are taking those trades. So I'll show you the recent chart. You can see how it will take the resistance or support. This trade maybe in 1 hour as this. Can see here. So I told you like this. See, we got a breakout here. Immediately it came back. Finally, it broke, and you can see it took a support here. It took a support at this place in 1 hour. So now you can see. So now I can say yes. Now we are sitting on a 200 EMA also. Now we can expect a long positions from coming week because we are getting. You can see this high rise. So 200 moving average, you start using for scalping if you want in 5 minutes. If you're happy with the trend X, what you are doing now, looking a long position from S1, short from R1, do that. Both are fine. The first preference, always follow the trend. Don't look any reversal trades. Yeah, don't look any reversal trades. Okay, so we are not so advanced trader to take a reversal trade and make a profit. So we need a lot of skills for that reversal trades. Always follow the trend. Correct. Always follow the trend, and because of those, even the Seth kept the name a trend X. The go seriously. Always follow the trend. The trend X will help you. The daily trend X. You should be very clear. If candles are above this, that's I'm looking only long positions. That's it. You're not going any opposite direction. If it's coming down, let it come down. So next day you will get a trade. If it's not coming down, then next day you are not getting those trades. We should be happy that yes, if it's coming down, I look at long positions, no problem. I'll wait. See, we should not at all take a trade in between. This is what I say. We got a bullish engulf here, this place. This is how it will trap others because they are using some other indicators here. So me, as you guys, you know this, I'll let it come into the zone. Then we'll search any good trades here. So this is how it will go. If you are taking this trade, it will work beautifully, trust me. And you no need to, uh, again, I'll tell you guys, no need to add like 10 indicators. It looks so bad. Here, MACD, TDI, TrendX, EMAs. How see all if you use how we'll read the candlestick patterns. Yes, if you want to use everything before making any chart, hide it all. This is a reality. This is a real what you're seeing. So once you'll get confirmation, yes. So this is what use only TrendX 200 EMA. That's it. Okay, now we got a confirmation here. Before that, candlestick will tell you. This is you have to agree this. Before all indicators, first thing you will get a confirmation candlestick. After that, candlestick will give you, after 3 candles start showing you, yes, it will give you long buy signal, everything. But my mean, see, don't take me wrong. Be a professional. First thing, try to read the charts. Later, you use indicators. Even I'll use. But when it's come to seeing the chart, I'll use a plain charts. So later, whatever you can use, like you use all indicators, which all you have here, favorite, personal, whatever you have, use everything. But when it's come to a trend X, a weekly, you know, right? Weekly is a narrow. I'm looking a long position. Then why you need all those confirmations? It will confuse you. because one one thing is showing you a look short positions, other indicator is showing long position, the third indicator is not at all giving any confirmations. No, sir. You please don't take me wrong. Use indicators, whichever you use, but the Trendex is the king. The Trendex is the king because it show you what we want, support resistance. The trader what he wants only support resistance, and these are our support resistance. So I so teaching you candlesticks, the powerful, the entire trading, we have a trading community. Candlestick is a very powerful. The small candle will reverse the trade, I used to tell, and you can see this is a small candle, the reverse the trend. So it took 24 hours to come down. Within 2 hours, within 1 hour, it went up, like it went back to same area where it came from. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gordon sir, Bhagesh sir, if you have any doubt, you can
Thank
ask
you,
me.
Mr. P. Thank you very much. Very good. I've got a question from the chat where they haven't got a microphone. Can I ask you that question
Yeah, please
on
ask
their
me.
behalf?
Yeah, please me ask.
It says, so when we are scalping and the
Yeah.
prices are going up,
Okay.
if the direction changes and the prices drop, do you close the trade early or wait to close at break even?
I'm sorry, sir.
Assuming that our strategy has, yeah, go ahead.
1 second. Can you come back, sir? Can you come? Can you
Yeah,
explain?
so it says so when you're scalping, I'm just reading this out, so I'm trying to keep it as fluid as possible. So
Okay.
when you are scalping and the prices are going up, yeah, so you're scalping, you think the price is going to go up. If the direction changes and the prices start coming down, so it starts going up a bit and then it starts coming down,
Come out.
do you close the trade early or wait to close at break even?
Close that early.
Let's answer.
Okay, I'll answer. I'll tell this trade
Thank
how.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I'll show you this. So what I did here. So before this, I took a trade. This was the current day low. So this here. So still candles, when the market was coming down, I got a trade here and I got trade. So I took immediately a trade when this candle closed. I took 0.11 lot. So when candle started going up, I immediately saw some $16 to $17. So I was so quick, I closed 0.10 lot. Now I was holding a 0.01, its minimum lot I was holding. The reason, so you can see this, there is a no confirmation to go along positions. Only I was looking, reason I was looking along positions because again, candles was above weekly and it was near a trend X. I was expecting to go up. And before going up here, there was a no trend X zones, and you can see this. So it was somewhere in middle here. So I used to tell the previous earlier. So when I see these levels, so next time when it will come, there are more chances it will hit the the third zone or second zone. It will hit this. So finally, when I saw this, I got a bullish candle. Again, I entered with a 0.11 lot. I mean 11 lot. So now I got a confirmation here. I'm sorry. This candle I took 11 lot because it came inside the zone. Again, I took the trade. A stop loss was below this candle now. So it was struggling. So finally, it reached here, and the news was after 5 to 10 minutes, I closed it. So now I have one zone here. This. So when I got a drop, so I was waiting for a retest and to go a short positions. This zone. So now I look a short positions because we got a breakout. Now I look a short position this place. But you can see the pressure and it went up, immediately closed here. So now the next it will come retest this zone because we have already one zone here. The same thing if it does market here, the zone was this. So whenever we
So,
see,
just to slow you down a little bit. So if we go back to this trade you were just looking at where you took a 0.11, no, the next one, the next trade when it went up. Yeah, this one. You took it there, right?
Correct. I took it here.
Now you may have, your target would you have had a target at that point?
Yes.
Because he was talking about a 2 or 5. Where was your target from that one?
You can see the index. The first target, my actually target was this place.
Okay, so it's quite a long way up, right?
Yeah. Because I
So
already, yeah, please go ahead.
no, I get that. So now, if you take the next couple of candles, it started coming down. So you were going underwater there.
Which candle, sir? This.
So the question, the same one, no, down left a bit. So
Yeah.
where you took the trade, yeah,
Okay.
you started losing a little bit. You started going underwater on that one
Correct.
for a little while, didn't you? Right.
Correct.
So now the question, just to read what the questioner might have in his mind would be, at what point do you decide, well, it's not going in my favor, let me close it? So at what point would it have to come down before you close that trade? I know it didn't come down to where you closed it because you closed it at a profit higher up. Where would it have to come down to close it for you? And what would be your decision-making process?
Okay. See, sir. So when I see these setups, right? So you can see at the volume, the candle, we got a big Morobozo candle. This. So immediately I took a long positions from after closing this candle. So now my stop loss was below this candle. First. Second, I would have keep my stop loss here, below trend X. But I was know that we have a news. So always news will be high impact. And this zone, like previously what I said, so this I'll mark this zone like this, shadow to wick. This 50% line is very important. I told you, and you can see this. It's taking exactly a support here. But when I take the trades, I'll use a stop loss. I'll take the stop loss, but I'll wait for my targets.
No, I get it. So let me,
I'll tell you.
the answer to the question. So let me just check if my answer the question. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
I'll tell you. I'll wait for my targets. You know why? We are a super bullish entire a week. So now I was expecting at least it'll retracement, because it's inside the trend X. I got one zone here because already this the same place took 2-3 hours here. So now I can expect at least it will go till here. After that, I don't know. Maybe it can come down again. So before that, we should be very careful when it's come to Forex. We have news. Only because of that, I closed. If not, I was taking a stop loss. I'll take my stop loss. If there is a no PPI news, I'll take stop loss. I'll tell you, see, when we see in uptrend, like in uptrend, in 5 minutes, I'm just showing you. When I see these trades, right? When it come into the zone, which is the zone? Our trend X is the zone. This is zone now. Now it's here, it's struggling to go down. So almost it took 1 hour inside. So definitely I'll try a trade from here. The same place I'll show you with a trend X now. You will understand. See, I'll just remove all drawings. So you can see from almost like when it came, made a low at 1 p.m. The second time it came here, it was a 4:40 p.m. The 4 hours took to come back the same, the area. So I'll look a long positions here, not for a scalping process, because for me, as I told you, I from last 4 years, I'm seeing this chart every single day. And what the first trade, what I took here, I made some profit. The next trade, the US session, it's coming after 1 hour. I can expect at least it will go till here. This liquidity to take, this is liquidity. Because
I get it. So
yeah, I'll wait for
Pramod,
this.
I get that. So just to answer the question, so I get that, and that's a good lesson. So if I can just summarize, just to make sure we get the answer to the question,
Okay.
is it right to say that you would take your stop loss? You wouldn't,
Yes.
if it started going wrong, you wouldn't cut it. You would just accept your stop loss
Yes, I'll take my
because
stop loss.
you had a stop loss that you were happy with at the time. So you would just take that stop loss if it went the wrong way.
Yes, I'll take stop loss, sir. I'll take stop loss because
Fine.
when it come to into the zone, I should see. This is again, I'll tell you, this is not like quick scalp, because I told you this is the zone. If I start making the chart, you will understand. See, when market went from 1, 2, 3, this level, now it's at same place. First, the second, we are near a weekly resistance. This level I showed you, right? So now I have multiple
Yes.
reasons here, but I really don't know it will come till here, because until I am in zone, and this is the powerful candle. I told you, right? I'll trust the candle, and when I saw that candle, I said yes, I should try here, because I got a bullish candle here, and the second was a Morobozo candle. Now I should try. Only I should take a small stop loss, let it try here. But always I'll be sure that the important news is coming after 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Like this was exactly at 6:30 p.m. for me. So before that, I closed it. So that was a center pivot. I closed it. So I said, no, now we should avoid. And you can see the next candle, we got a drop. But yeah, finally.
Thank you. And so the lesson is, I think, for all the trades that you've ever taught us, is always to have a small stop loss so that your risk is minimized. Is that a fair comment to make, that you regularly talk about keeping, by going to the right level, you can have a small stop loss?
Yes, we have
and
to
that
take
way you're happy to take the stop loss.
Yes, sir.
Because the upside is much bigger than the downside. So, you know, even if you win only 50% of your trades, and I know you win much more than that, you're still going to end up winning as a trader. Is that fair?
Correct, sir. Fair. And
Great.
This is the result, sir. This is what I was expecting here.
Yes, it just came a bit later.
Yeah, a bit later, correct. But this is what I was expecting. Same thing. I would have taken this much. See, always I believe a chart when it's come to trading, because I am making the chart, I am taking those trades. So definitely it will be more confidence when I take the trades. And I'm very quick.
Understood.
To understand which candle is this. Okay, let it, no problem, low, we'll wait. So every single candle before a New York session, I'll sit here, every single candle, I'll read it here, because I'll start marking the zones. Okay, I got one low here. And trust me, Bhagesh, are you here? Yeah.
He's muted at the moment. Maybe he's away from his desk.
Okay. Bhagesh is my friend. I told him I took the trade from this candle. And I shared in the picture. Trust me, I shared the picture. I took 11 lot after closing this candle. I'll be so confident.
Beautiful.
I just don't speak here. And trust me, sir, I took that trade and I showed him. I said, yes, I took the trade and I got some $17, $18. But trust me, every trade, like whatever I was taking here, my target was this. The news came, spoiled everything. And finally, I took this trade at the same place. And
yeah.
So
I get that. And that's amazing. So if there are any other questions, please ask. Otherwise, I will ask a slightly different type of question on the subject. If you've got any questions, please ask. Otherwise, I'm about to ask a different question.
Can I ask a question around what Gordon was asking here, is Jackie? What I wanted to find out, because I think what Gordon was also trying to ask is, do you have an invalidation when, say, for example, the trade that you have in front of us, right?
Mhm.
If you look at the candle, this is a 5 minute, and there was a swing low on one candle, and then the other one closed slightly below. And I know that's a deviation, but would you say if the market structure, if there's a change in market structure and this maybe trend would have gone the opposite direction, would you not close that trade, or you would still wait for your stop loss to be hit?
I'll wait for my stop loss hit, but if I see some 50% profit, I'll show you. Like if I'm taking my trade here, ma'am, if I'm taking my trade here, I'm giving you an example. So if I'm taking my trade from this candle, yes, I took this trade. And yeah, I'll wait for a recent high. Now you can see we have this recent high. So at least I'll book some profit when candles will reach here. But the candles was so when I saw all this bullish, my confidence was more like, yes, it will go, we'll wait. So after this 3-4 candles rejection, the next candle was a news. I said, no, we should close this, because a news stop loss doesn't work. If I keep my stop loss here, I told it will hit stop loss here from slippage. So I closed, but finally I got again same setup at the same place. This is the place. So again I got a bullish confirm. Now peacefully I took the trade. Now I said, yes, now it will go here because everything finished. Now New York session started, news all finished. And finally it took the liquidity, this. And you can see the reason I was looking along positions, the candle was above weekly. And this, so what we saw this drop, yes, absolutely. The news will take us, it will show us to take a short positions for a newcomers, new traders. They'll go for a short after seeing this trade. They'll just
Top
take
volume
this.
candle, that is, yeah.
Yeah, FOMO. They'll come into FOMO. They think market fall. Let's go for a short. They'll take all short positions. They'll get trapped. But yeah, ma'am, I'll take my stop loss. I said I take only a proper 2 trades or 3 trades. When I see a good setup, I'll definitely try. But until we don't try, we don't get the results. But I try. I made some $236.
Can I just add a little bit to that might help Jackie understand your point of view, if I may?
Okay.
Jackie, what Pramod does, if you see his zones, they're his invalidation points. In effect, the question you're asking is, where is his invalidation point?
Right.
His invalidation point is if it closes below his zone.
Yes.
So if his stop loss is small because of his zone, which it is, because he minimizes his stop losses, then if it closes below the zone,
Yes.
i.e. his stop loss, that's a close. And
Yes.
his close just happens to be the invalidation zone below his zone. Does that help? I don't know, Jackie, if that
No,
makes sense.
it helps. It makes sense. So basically, when you have a swing load, you put obviously, I don't know how big your stop loss is or how tight your stop loss is. So if you took a trade from where, say, hypothetically, one of the trades that you took, I think there's a trade, I'm not sure if it's this one. You said you took a trade somewhere. Where would your stop loss be?
So Pramod, go to
On
that
this
trade we
area.
just looked at, you and I looked at together, and just plot
This
out
one, yes.
where your stop loss,
Yes.
plot out where your stop loss is and explain why
See,
for all of us.
yeah, see, this stop loss was a very big for me. If I keep my stop loss here, it was a very big. But
let's see the percent. Oh wow, what, 0.17?
Okay, this.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's small.
Yeah, but look at the risk reward, Jackie. It's only 1.6. So you're risking nearly the same amount to win the same amount. That's not a great risk reward number as well. So Pramod doesn't want to go all the way down.
For a
Correct.
scalper.
For a scalper.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, for a scalper, 1, 2, 3, yes. But
so yeah, who
it's
teach
quite
me?
tight. Yeah.
I'll tell you. See, who teach me? So whenever I'll see a bullish, powerful candle like Marubozu and all, just keep your stop loss below this candle. What he teach me? Seriously, he teach me same thing. See, this is a really a very good candle. This is a Marubozu candle. So here I am teaching everyone the candlestick pattern. So Do you think I don't take trade? Absolutely take the trade. The stop loss, I'm ready to give the stop loss. I'm absolutely ready to give the stop loss. I'm very clear. I know how much can I lose money here. I took 11 lot. How much I was using. I was losing yeah, you can see this. Exactly it was 700. Maybe 700. Yes, here. So I was losing almost $24. But my target was this. So I was earning $65. So no. So let's
Do you get stopped out a lot with those tight stop losses though?
sorry, ma'am.
Do you get stopped out a lot often with the tight stop losses?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't understand. Gordon sir, can you
Let me ask you the question. Yeah. So what she's saying is your stop losses are very tight.
Yeah, very
Yes.
tight. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
So you know they're very small. So do you get stopped? Does your stop loss get hit very often?
Yeah,
is the
exactly. Quite
question.
often.
Because it's so tight. Yeah.
No, I didn't get stop loss here because I told you I closed
No,
here.
not there. Not there.
Okay.
She's talking
In
about just
general.
generally.
Right,
In
yeah,
general,
I took the stop
do
loss.
you take a lot of do you hit a lot of stop losses?
Yes, I took the stop loss, but always I don't try everywhere, ma'am. I don't try here. No, I don't try. When it come into the zone, which is the zone? This is the zone. Trend X. When it's come into the zone, I'll start looking my trades because we know we are above the weekly, everything, the stuff you know, right? I look long positions. I wait to come inside. When it start ranging here, I'll start looking, marking the zones now. You can see it took a 12, maybe 15 hours to come inside. So we got this low. I'll tell you, see, all you remember, see, when it came inside the zone. So when it came in, sorry. So when it came inside the zone, so until I don't know, this level it works for me next time. But when it went up here, so at that point I mark this zone. So now if it's coming there, I'm going for a long positions. This is simple.
Okay.
So now, yeah, I'll finish this.
Jackie, just so you also know, I did some back testing last weekend, and all I did was I set a 1% risk, which meant that if the stop loss was X, that would be that would have to equate to 1%. And on the trades I took, just based on Pramod's simple trend X principles, and if I took all the trades, and I didn't go down to the 5 minutes, I just worked on the 1 hour because it was painful enough as it is to do that back. I hate back testing. It ended up with a 38% win, even though there was a good splattering of stop losses taken. There was enough profits to make a 38% increase in my capital account on the back test. By the way, this is just back testing in 1 month. That's only risking 1% of my account on any trade.
Right.
So the principle is quite startlingly good at taking stop losses, but still ending up with a profit. Yeah. So the other so does that answer your question, Jack? Is in terms of
no, it answered.
the perspective on the stop losses?
Yeah, I'm okay with the stop losses. I'm probably not as disciplined as taking a very tight stop loss.
No, and that's where the entries are so critical in this
Exactly.
method. If you don't get the end, and I've never really quite understood that until Pramod explained why, consistently explained the same thing 10 times on these calls, that I actually started to get it. It's if you get your entry right, your stop loss is very small compared to the upside. And then if you begin to understand the candle patterns and the pivot points and trend X and weekly X and all that, you know, the odds are just being stacked in your favor with these tight stop losses. So your confidence levels can get higher and higher as you demonstrate it. And in my back testing, what I said I would do, having got the results I got, is if I managed to get over 30%, if I got to 40% success rates in the winning trades, getting only 40% right, that I would increase my risk to like 1.5%. And if I got 50% right, I think it was slightly less. It was 30, from 30 to 35, 35 to 40. I would increase by 0.5%. For every 5% increase in winning trades, I would increase my risk to 1.5%, to the extent that if I manage to get my risk, and this is just important from a account management point of view, if I manage to get my success rate to 60%, and by the way, Pramod probably gets more like 80, 90% probably. If I manage to get to 60% and risk 3% of my account in any trade, and I still manage to keep 60% of the win rate, I would double my account in under 1 month. Double the account size in under 1 month. That is shockingly good.
Yeah.
And that's a discipline. Anyway, so hopefully that answers that. Somebody in the chat,
It
Pramod,
does.
talked. Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody in the chat,
Thank you.
Pramod, asked about the risk, managing risk. He's taking people somewhere else. Quang, thank you for that. I think you'll find that if you ask Powertrend has within your WOP account, he has a risk management tool developed by Easy Algo by Powerfriend himself. So just have a look at that. It is a very good risk management tool as well, and it's of course free. So that's hopefully taken people to within the community. Keep it within the community. You've got a question from Jacob before I ask Mike, if there's any more. I'll ask mine at the end because it may be a 5-minute answer, Pramod. So Jacob has a question, and then I'll jump in with my question.
When you're drawing your zones out on an empty chart, are they different zones on the 1 hour and the 5 hour?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's different, sir.
And then that's all mainly I was interested in. And then you just keep on following those, back testing that, and so you'll get used to drawing it. I imagine it just takes practice. So
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you so much, sir. I'll tell you, sir. I want to add one more thing. See, this is 1 hour. Okay, this is a 1 hour. We know the candles is uptrend. So only in 5 minutes, candles coming down. So is it wrong to look along positions in 5 minutes? No. It's just retrace in 5 minutes. We should look only long positions, sir. You can see this is the result. Why I was struggling to take the long position? Because of this. I was expecting this. Trust me, this is a huge profit. See, I don't know whether it will come.
See your screen changing. Sorry, Pramod, we can't see your screen changing, and we can't see any arrows on your screen. So if you're, there you go. I can see something changing now. Yeah.
That task manager. Okay, I close some applications. Now you can see, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So assume this is see in 1 hour. I'll just come here. So in a weekly time frame, like we are going uptrend. It's purely uptrend. So only in 5 minutes candlestick pattern, it's coming down. So we should look long positions because we should trust higher time frames.
Yep.
So now we have to wait for a zone. So now this is the zone, sir. So I was waiting to create a pattern here. Finally, we got a pattern. So now I won't tell that I took long positions from here. No, I'll wait to make some pattern. Yes, we got one. Yeah, we got one pattern, a candlestick confirmation. Then it went up.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for that, Pramod. Pramod, somebody's asked here how to backtest. I don't know if you want to cover that or I can cover that. But before we just answer that one, sorry, was there another question?
No, I was just saying we can go in a live chat and show people how to do that too.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, Jacob, maybe you want to show people, that would be great. Pramod, so what I'd like you to do, just to seal this, because you've done a great training on sniping here, for my benefit and I hope for others, what I'd like to do is go to Jasmy. The reason I'm picking Jasmy is we've discussed it on these shows quite a lot. So I'd like you to go to Jasmy, and I'd like you to go to the 1st of May. just because I'm picking a time frame I'm not familiar with and probably you're not familiar with, right? And I want to go to replay. And by the way, this is how I back test anyway, but if you go to replay and go to the 1st of May or somewhere, Monday near the 1st of May, please.
Is it in 1 hour or 5 minutes, sir?
You decide. I'm going to ask you the questions. You go wherever you want to go, because I'm going to ask you the question based on if you replay on the 1 hour for now. Let's just settle with the 1 hour, 1st of May, yeah? And then replay up to that, please. Okay, so what I'd like to do now, Pramod, is I want you to imagine we are actually at the 1st of May. You've come to this chart because this is the chart you've chosen. Ah, there you go. See, no, stop there for a second, Pramod. You're going too quickly for me and maybe others. What I want you to do is tell me what you're saying to yourself as you've already started drawing stuff, right? Now, I have a feeling I know, but for people who haven't been through your training 7 times, 10 times, you've come to on the 1st of May, you're now started to doing a process.
Correct.
What I'd like you to talk to us about as you do it, don't just do it and go, here, you can see I want you to tell me what the thinking in your mind, what you're talking to yourself about. Right, I can see this here, I can see this here. I'd just like you to make that aloud. Yeah?
Yes, correct.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
so you're actually saying it aloud so that we can hear what your thinking is as you get prepared to start taking trades on this account. Does anyone feel that's a reasonable, if you think it's a reasonable question that we all might benefit from, by all means,
It's a
say
decent
it is.
question.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let's try that, Pramod, and just see, because I think to actually see how your mind works, how you draw the zones in real time from a chart no one really remembers would be best.
I understood, sir. Sir, see, if I didn't use this drawing also, everyone will understand we got rejections from here already. So now, absolutely, I look at long positions. I'll tell you, I look at long positions when it comes here, because we got a multiple rejections from this. So now, when it comes here, we need a confirmation here itself. Correct, sir? So we don't have any confirmation here. So this is completely again a price action. So now first we have to see a previous, the H4 D1, what's happening there. See this. So this is again super bullish in H4. So now we just the previous week, like what we are seeing, this is sideways, but the entire market is bullish. So now, okay, let's come in 1 hour. We started looking at short positions now. First, I'll tell you 1 second. So here, when it come this place, I look a long positions. If I get any confirmation, if they didn't get confirmation, I will go for a short after a breakout and retest. This is a retest. Now just use the Trendex. It will show you a short. This is how it will show you. Before itself, it will show us what's going to happen. When I talk about the zones, market, same thing does a Trendex also. Trendex, before itself, it will show you, start looking at short positions when we see below weekly, above weekly. For all this, I started telling, first look at weekly, then you will start looking at the daily. Look daily, where are the daily Trendex? Look short position, because of this reason. So the daily, the Trendex made so beautifully, it will indicate before itself. Like I'm just giving you the example. One of my friend, what he was telling me earlier. So if candles are coming, I'm just giving you a roughly example. So what my friend told us, he was telling me, if candle close below this, market will go down because this is the change of character area. When it will come for retest, I'll go for a short. I said, I'm already took a short position from this place. He said, how? How did you took before itself? Because he doesn't know that already candles was a below weekly. So my friend was awaiting to close any candle below the marked one zone. He said, when candle will close below this, I'll go for a short. I said, already I'm in short from above. The Trendex showed us, yes, this is the zone. So now, now your question, how you'll mark the zone, sir? It's very simple. You will understand when you see this chart. Correct. So when
So even I will understand. That's really good.
so no, I mean
I love
everyone.
that.
So see, who is asking this
I'll-
question? Sorry. So when somebody is asking question,
You're doing great.
understand.
You're doing great, Pramod. You're doing great. I'm fine. You're absolutely right, though. Even I might understand
Yeah,
it.
because
You would
So
understand,
I'll
Gordon.
tell you.
You should understand this
yeah,
by now.
but
I'll tell you.
I might just get this.
No,
So Pramod, let's
yeah.
go forward. So we've got the zones so far. So we've got you've approached the chart. You've gone to the H4. You've now gone to 1 hour. You've also turned on weekly X, and you've
Correct.
got confirmation that this is a shorting period.
Correct.
So now we're on the 1st of May. Are you ready to start looking at the trades yet, or are you still got more work to do on the history?
no, when it's come to zone, enough, sir. We come to know that's market, yes, making a lower lows. And I'll tell you one more thing. First, what we look the zones, right? This is current. So previous, I don't know what's happened here. So you
And
mark.
does it matter? Does it matter what's happened that far back?
No, I'll tell you. See, now you remember all my previous words. Always focus some 2-3 charts. You know why? For this reason. You'll understand the history. Now I don't know the history of this. Now I don't know
Okay.
this history. Yeah, if you ask me in my gold where you took a long position in 2020, I'll show the candle. I swear.
That's why I'm taking you to one you don't know, because you're now having to discover what the history is. So do you still do more history before you start trading on this coin 1st of May? Are you still looking for more history, or are you okay now to go forward?
No,
I'm
no
asking
problem.
because a lot of us will
Weekly
trade
trend lines.
100 different coins.
Yeah, we
And
have weekly
so
trend lines.
do you have enough to now trade, Pramod?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'll tell you. See, we have weekly trend X. Just focus that weekly trend X. That's enough. We have a beautiful indicator trend X, weekly and daily. Daily will help you. It's the only thing we are looking a narrow. No. When we see a white, just we'll avoid. That's it. And I'll just play this. You just see what's happening here. You can see. So now you can see again we got rejection at same place. So if
Yeah.
this is how it will work now. So now we can say yes. Now it can close above this. This will be a reverse head and shoulder pattern. So now the how pattern creates, candle should glow up and it has to come this place, then the reverse head and shoulder. So let's see what happened. Even I don't know, until candle will not close above that zone, the pattern will not create. So now you can see.
So just stop that for a second, Pramod. I got a question just here.
Mhm.
So so if you go left a bit, it came down below your zone at the beginning. No, a bit further back, bit further back, more back, bit more back, bit more. When it first came through your zone, Pramod. No, further back.
This
The
okay.
first level, the first level.
No, the first one. Next, that's it.
There, the green candle.
Just there. No, just there.
To
Yeah,
the
now
right.
it came below
Okay.
your zone there, right? It came down and then it went and retested,
Correct. This place.
right? Then it came down again.
Correct.
And now we're into the 1st of May.
Hmm.
Now we go forward to the 1st of May.
Yes.
1st of May. Yeah. And then go to the next time it goes into the zone and gets rejected. The next time, not that one. So that's the first retest. That's it. Now, would you not take a short there because it's now retested it and it's now hit the zone and rejecting with the candle?
I'll take the
Is that not a shorting zone? That's not a shorting zone for you for a reason?
I'll take the short positions until candle will not close above this. Once candle will close above this zone, I'll just remove this zone. I'll just 1 second, sir. So once
So which is the first short you would take from what you can see here? Which is the first short you would take on this chart? where
See,
you
sir,
on the 1st of May. From the
when we
1st of
got,
May, which is the first short you would take?
so when we got a breakout here, I'll take a short positions from this place. So now we got
Okay.
a retest, not a single candle, sir. So we need proper this way. So I got I'll take short positions from here. Now I told,
Very good.
so when we get a V shape, right? So until candle will
Yeah.
not close above this, I am not going to mark this zone. So once candle close
Oh, I
above
see. Okay.
level, yeah, once candle close above
Okay.
that level, I'll just go, I'll mark this zone. So now I'll
Okay. So far we've got one trade, right? Am I right? So far we've had one trade, a big red list of candles down. So we've had that one trade.
correct. I took only this one trade, this.
Yeah. Okay. What's the next trade? Let's march time. I don't want to take too many people's times here. I just
No,
want to sort of
let him go
just get
through
an
it. It
idea
doesn't
for.
matter. Doesn't matter. Let him go through it. I'm sure everybody's here to learn, so let him go through it. I mean, you
If
asked a good
if
question.
everyone's happy, I'm happy because this is
Yeah, I'm happy.
detail I
Very well.
like.
This is the detailing and technicals that we want to understand
Okay.
properly.
So Pramod, let's keep walking forward and just see where you're
I'll-
next, how your thinking goes next.
I'll finish, sir. I understood you questions. I'll let me complete this.
And even to the point where I can do it because I pop it off the switch, all the switches, and leave everything hanging. If you get what I mean, right? So that's it. So they're designated and then come and do a 1-1-1-1. So I can repeat. But the point being
Akka, are
is
you
that I
talking to
want to know
us?
what the 1-1 is. I need to know what for the color.
Akka, you're unmuted.
So that's
Akka,
that.
you're unmuted.
And
Pramod,
yeah.
can you mute Akka, aka?
Okay, cool.
1 second, sir.
I can get these switches. Just sort of,
Yeah. Can you hear my?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you, Pramod. Thank you.
Yeah. See, so, sir, when I see these zones here, so after retest, I'll go for a short. So now when it immediately it will come back. No, so I showed you in gold. Until candle will not close above this zone, I am not going to take any long positions. Once candle closed above this level, so now my zone is changed. So my new zone is this now. I'll just take off this. Now this is my new zone. Now I'll start looking along positions. But the condition, it should close above that previous zone. So now we have pattern reverse head and shoulder. So now just go and see where are the support and resistance, sir. Let me see. I'll remove resistance also. See, almost a weekly S2. So it'll give you a more confidence when I start making a chart. So the condition, yes, it has to close above this level. So what I marked the previous level. So I'll just pause here. I'll come back to a gold. So this is how I took, sir. 1 second here. So this was the condition here. Now my zone was this. Until candle will not close above this, then I'm not going to take any long positions. So we got a breakout, we got a retest, and finally this is the result. This is how now I expect here. It should close above this level, then it will come back this retest. That time we can say this is a reverse head and shoulder. Seriously, see, within 1 hour, we don't understand. You just go and start doing this. So now how to mark the charts? Start from today. Don't go 1 week ago or 1 month. From today, what all you are seeing the zones, start making the zones. Now for me, this. So now how I'll mark the zone? Now I don't have any low here. So until it will not create one low and high, I cannot make any zone here. Once I see this like this, so I'll mark the zone. Yeah, I got a rejection from this place. Now if tomorrow is coming at this place, then again I'm going to take a long positions. I'm just giving a rough example. So if this is my low, the next day, maybe tomorrow. I'm sorry. So maybe tomorrow or uh, uh, Tuesday it will come here. Then I'll start looking along positions from here, this place. I'm talking about 1 hour, 5 minutes, whatever. So the zones, if you marking a zone today, this maybe you'll get this trade tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Once the candle close below this, again I'll start looking at short positions. It should be always very near. It should not be so far. If I'm looking a short position, no, it doesn't mean that if candles are coming below this, then I'm looking at short positions. No, before coming, candles are coming, it will make one zone. So then I'm going for a short here. And you start doing this, sir. Next week, you come, you tell me what all you did. So I can say, yes, this is the correct zone. This is what I can explain you, sir. And so the what I'm telling the zones and all, it took me many years to understand all this, sir. Even I was completely taking the wrong trades. You just
Understood.
yes.
Info.
Pramod, can we please go back to Jasmine? I just want to just drill down into it. Just so I know it's boring for you, and you've
No,
done
sir.
this so many times. But so Pramod, so we got into this trade. We talked about the one trade you got into, but I presume one of the steps we missed. Akka is unmuted again. Akka, can you please mute if you could? If you can hear me, that's it. Brilliant.
Sir, I can't able to hear your voice. Go
I'm
to-
sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So I presume with that one trade you took that we've already covered, you would have gone into the 5 minute to take that trade. You wouldn't have taken it from the 1 hour. Am I right, or would you have taken it from the 1 hour?
No, sir. I'll again you are
You-
getting confused. So if you are making a chart in 1 hour, the trade should be in 1 hour. The candlestick should be in 1 hour.
I thought we'd look at 1 hour for the bias. Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Okay, because this chart is in
So
1 hour. So this a trade we are looking in 1 hour. So even confirmation, we need a 1 hour candlestick patterns.
So you wouldn't go into the 5 minute to snipe the trade to get a really good entry on the trade like we do using the Trendex model. We just go from the because one of the arguments you use in using the 5 minutes is it's too long. You're too far away from the action. You're 55 minutes away from the action compared to the 5 minute.
Correct.
Are we talking about something different here about taking the trade from the 1 hour, or where am I getting confused? I don't know if anyone else.
Gordon, we need to again chart the same zones in 5 minutes, and then we can take the trade if you are considering
Yeah.
the zone pattern. Because
Okay.
we are
I
making zone in
personally-
1 hour. That's why we are taking earlier. Pramod was talking about bias, like below weekly in
Okay.
1 hour.
Yeah,
Then
no,
we
I get
will
it.
go in 5 minutes and check it. But that time we were not knowing about these zones and everything.
Fine. And thank you, Bhagesh. Bio, you were saying something, were you?
I was saying personally, when I mark up in the 1 hour, if I'm looking for an entry candle, I'll go to the 15 minute and then look for those candles in the 15-minute chart, in the 15-minute time frame to enter. That's for entries for 1 hour.
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Bio? Can you repeat that?
Right. If I'm charting and doing all my support levels and resistance levels in the 1 hour, I'm doing all my technicals like he's doing this here now.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
when the candle's coming towards my entry, I would switch to the 15 minutes because the candle will show
Yes.
earlier in the 15-minute than it would on the 1 hour. You could miss it on the 1 hour
Yes.
kind of thing.
That's my understanding.
I would jump to the
That's my
15 minutes and
understanding.
look for the entry, the confirmation candle in the 15-minute chart, and then enter.
So Pramod,
there.
can you explain why you wouldn't do that? Why you would just stay with the 1 hour and wait for the 1 hour to close and lose the time advantage? Maybe, I don't know. Is there a reason for it?
Yeah. See,
Pramod, we can't hear you. I think you're muted. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me, sir? Now?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. So it's all depend upon our trader, sir. See, maybe he very comfortable with 15 minutes. He know how to do that. But see, the where I trade in gold, you know, it will be more volatile. So in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe I can get false breakout or false signals. But when it's come to 1 hour for personally me, but I'll stick to my trades, because when I'll get a 1 hour confirmation, even I can say, yes, this my target, the first target is this, my second target is this. 15 minutes, yes, absolutely, we'll get earlier. But when you compare to my chart, I'll miss a more if I start taking a stop a 5 minutes a 15 minutes candle. It will take too much to understand you. I'll just show
So
it.
are you saying gold is more volatile than Jasmine?
Sir, again, I'm telling you, the trade. So if you earning in this candle, and you trust me, if you are taking I'm just calculating this candle, how much can a Jasmine give here? Gold, you know how much it will give? The small candle. The forex who trades here, they understand. They can make a $500 with a small candle. It's so costly. If it hit SL, I can lose a lot of money. And what you saw, the $236 I made with small candle, the small
But
trade.
isn't it relative? Anyway, I don't want to labor the point.
Oh, yeah.
So, so you would trade 5 minutes. So
Correct.
if we were going to Jasmine, let's look at Jasmine and pretend it was gold.
Mhm.
Would you then go to the 5 minute and get the entry if this was gold and you
Mhm.
didn't know what was coming? Would
Mhm.
you have gone into the 5 minutes and zoned it out there and drawn the zones there again?
Yes, yes, we can see. Again, I'll clear this point. So 1 hour, yes, we are in uptrend. Assume that we are in uptrend. So 5 minutes, I'm looking along positions. There is a point, because the 1 hour is bullish. Now I'm looking a bullish now in 5 minutes. There is a point here, because the higher time frame is a uptrend. So now I'm looking in 5 minutes. So now here there is a reverse. So this is a downtrend. I am looking at long positions. So now the 5 minutes, it will be difficult to digest for me. And you can see this is a 1 hour and downtrend. So I am looking a reverse trade from here. So the 5 minutes candle, how can I take so much confirmation market will go here? No. So now what I showed you the gold here. Why I am looking a 5 minutes? Because this is uptrend. This is above, we are above the weekly, everything in daily time frame, H4 weekly. This is super bullish. So this makes sense to identify trend in 5 minutes. When it comes to Jasmine at this place, this is a downtrend. This is absolutely, this is downtrend. Now, a 5 minutes candle, it will be very difficult for me to understand the trades. So 1 hour.
So the probabilities are now against you're losing probability because you're in a downtrend and you're looking for longs. And
Correct.
I think that's what you're saying. Is that right?
Correct. Correct, sir. Correct. Right.
So your probabilities are worse. Okay. I understand. I get that. So now if we let's just go a little bit forward. Let's look at the next, let's see how this thing develops for the next trade you decide to take on Jasmine, please, Pramod, and then let's see what we learn from the next one. We'll just do one more. I know you've got to go to your family and have dinner. So what's your next trade?
Okay, we got a breakout here. You can see
Yes.
we got a breakout. So now, once again. So now mark a zone. Now this zone. So this is again, this is valid still, because we got finally breakout. This what we was waiting the previous one, right? This.
Yes.
This is the zone. So now the point, now I should await for a retest this place. I'll
Okay.
wait for this until it will not come here. I'm not going to take any long positions. So now if you
Great.
here I'll tell you one more thing. See, now before seeing this area, you can go and search in 5 minutes now. because we got a breakout here. The next day, or I usually tell you, right? The weekly trend X will give the direction, the daily will give the trades. So the next day you will get all trend X levels, daily trend X support, resistance. There you will get help. Now we'll wait for a retest here. If it's 1 second, if it's coming there, a rejection, we are going for a long positions. So now let's see where are the trend X. Okay. Oh, okay.
Out of interest, Pramod, if you were trading Jasmine, you would trade it off the 1 hour. Is that
No.
is that a fair thing to say, or
No,
is
sir.
that an assumption I'm making? No. Okay.
No, I'm telling, see, whatever I see, why I show you gold, I trade there. I have confidence what I did, what I'm going to
No,
do.
but I'm saying if you were trading, let's put you in our shoes, because we trade
Mm.
maybe Jasmine, right?
Mhm,
Maybe we
correct.
trade Jasmine. So we need to know how to trade Jasmine, right?
Correct.
Would we, if this was you with your skill, experience, knowledge,
Mhm.
would you trade Jasmine on the 1 hour, or would you do the normal 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 hour, 5 minute that you teach us in the Trendex trainings?
1 hour 5 minutes. Now again, I'll tell you, sir, always follow a weekly trend X. Find your trades in daily trend X. No need to
Right.
use everything. Like you go and see the results every day, like what all we see.
No, I get that. I'm just
telling you.
asking for clarification, because
Yes.
I just want to make sure that if I'm the only one who's misunderstanding it, I really apologize to everyone. But I just want to know, are we taking the trades off the 1 hour or off the 5 minutes on Jasmine?
Yes. 1 hour, correct, sir.
Are we taking it off the what?
When
Taking the
it's
trades
come
off the
to
1 hour.
correct, sir. When it's come
Yeah.
to a weekly, first we should be very clear. When we are below this weekly, we are looking. See, now again, I'll repeat. So I tell, I don't teach reversal here.
Okay.
Don't take any reversal trade when we are below the weekly. Once market give the targets, we are not looking any trades in coming days. We'll avoid this, because I want to people learn first the proper way. So later when they start trading the direction, immediately they'll understand the reverse trade. So I don't want to confuse here to people how to look long and how to look a short in reversal. So first we should learn the proper way. This is the way. When we are below the weekly, we'll look
Agreed.
a short. Yeah. For that reason, I never
Okay.
discussed here to look a reversal trade.
No, that's fine. I get it. I get it. So what's the next trade, Pramod? Let's work on to the next trade, and then we'll call it quits for the day, because it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So
Night has 2 hours.
okay. So you can see, sir, we got a breakout above the weekly trend X. You can see, right? Now just see, we had any recent high here. See, if it's not coming here, we are not going to take any trades. This is a very clear, because this is again we are taking the trades against the trend. So now
Yes.
if they don't know what to do here, so we are not at all taking when we are
That's
below.
fair enough. Keep the risk down.
Because of that reason, I said we are not looking any reversal trade when we are below the weekly, for this reason. So they don't know, right? So what, like they tell, oh, when we are below the weekly, but still I don't know why market is going reverse. So I used to tell, once market gave all targets here, so we are not taking any trades. For this reason, I told.
Understood. Thank you. Pramod, I don't want to take any more time. It's 2 hours is gone. You've given us 2 hours of valuable insights. I don't know about anyone else, but yeah, go ahead, Bayo.
Sorry, Pramod. Can you just show me what's your thoughts on gold right now?
Gold, let me check.
Yes.
Sir, the gold today, you know why people got trapped here? Many they took see PPI news. We got a positive for a USD. So when USD go up, gold will come down. You know, right?
Yes.
So PPI got a more like confirmation. Yes, this is a USD got a positive. So when they saw red candle, all will take the short positions. Only they trust fundamental news. So everyone they took short. Even my friend told me the news is high impact, gold will go down. I said, don't believe a Friday, usually a weekends. He said, no, I'll take the short buy. I said, if you want, you can take the trades. But finally, the patients pay for me. You can see I took the long positions. In coming week, I'll tell you, sir. See, in daily time frame. So now, this is the zone, sir. This is the zone. If the the Monday, if you see any bullish candle and it should close inside this zone,
Yep.
we are going for a short positions.
Okay.
This is how what you can see this play. This we need this candles here again. We need a liquidity sweep, inverted hammer, shooting star. According to daily time frame, we are taking a short positions. We'll keep stop loss above this zone.
Yep.
Again, yeah, above this zone. So just I'll show you what happened here. This was all-time high. You can see this zone. So candles was coming here and it was giving rejections. You can see this. So whenever it come here, we should take a short. Again, this is a daily time frame. So finally, we got a breakout here. This place. But still, I'm waiting for a retest. This place. So every time when candles will come down, I think, yeah, this time it will come down. But I'll be seeing the rejections at the same bottom. So now we have a two. One is this zone in daily time frame. See, daily time frame is very important, sir. So when you are trading in gold, because the daily candles will give a more confirmation when it's especially in gold. You can see this is a bullish engulf. So total market is reversed here. So every day you just see what candles are closing. Now this is again doji. So the next day, Monday, if you see any candle closing below this zone, it should go up and it should come back and reversal trade candle. Then we can look at short positions immediately. And this is my hope because this is all-time high. Let's see what will happen. Once if it's candle closing above this and it's staying here, then it will tap this, it will go up.
Okay.
Yes.
So it has to stay up there for a few days.
Yes, it has to stay. So now, so my seniors who trades gold very like they trade very well, like they are pro traders. They say me gold the next target is 2550.
Okay.
I said okay, sir. If it's going then fine. Let's take a long positions. They say me they usually used to tell the 255 is 0 is our targets according to the monthly candles. Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time and your education and your efforts.
Thank you so much.
And have a great weekend. Thank you for this week. It's been good. And I think this recording will be helpful to everyone because they've missed some of the morning ones, and you covered the sniping method as you did. I think Power Friend has a voice call after this. And I think somebody wanted to know how to back test. Maybe somebody will cover that on the voice call a bit later on. I think it's
absolutely
okay,
jump
Power?
in. Everybody is welcome as per every day. We're going to be here probably about another, it's like 1 o'clock. We do like an hour and a half, 2 hours, Friday afternoon, chill and chat. If you got any tech questions, you want to understand some things, you want to know how stuff works, just jump in and join us. It'll be in the EA stage because I'm not sure how many people are going to join us. So if you want to talk, you just jump up on the stage and we'll be good to go. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the voice. How many people are in this meeting right now? Let me see.
33.
Yeah, okay, we'll meet you on the stage. If everybody joins us, we're over 25. So we will see you on the EA stage. Come join us. Just unmute your mic and it pops you up on stage and we can hear you. If not, you can always type in the chat and let us know. And thanks, Pramod.
Cheers, Pramod.
Thanks, Pramod. Well done.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pramod.
Brilliant session.
Sorry to give you
Thank
such
you
a
so
hard
much.
time.